Well guys, I can only think of one video topic fitting enough to talk about today, March 10th, the day before Samurai Jack is back on tommrw. And that is basically my final thoughts on our favorite legendary samurai swordsman finally being able to finish his story and maybe avenge his beloved parents, not to mention his village, for everything Aku has done to him and to them in the past. Now, as we all know it, and as I've stated in another video about this, the road to tomorrow night's premiere has been very, very long and very complicated. But as Gandhi has stated himself, and I would personally have to agree with this, I think that Jack getting a final season miniseries to be able to finish his journey is a better way to end things with Samurai Jack than the movie that was supposedly in development for a lot of years. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to say that I personally am very, very excited for tomorrow night's premiere. It's gonna be really interesting to finally get to see something that a lot of people never, ever, ever thought that would be seen again. And that is Jack back on the air, even if it is only for 10 short episodes, and even if it is 50 years since the last time we saw him. And that's one other thing I like about the way they're choosing to do this revival, because a lot of people may or may not know this, but the reason the final episode of season 4 ends the way it does is, at the time, Gandhi and basically everybody else working on Samurai Jack at the time, they were basically, for a lack of a better word, getting really, really burned out of ideas for a story. So they wanted to end season 4 as a placeholder to in a way so that if they ever felt like coming back to it next year, after they may have had a year or a couple of years away from it, they could pick up with an entire new story, much like they're doing now, where the previous seasons have nothing to do with it. But as we all know, Cartoon Network decided that they were kind of done with Samurai Jack and Gandhi at that time, so all that never happened. But again, guys, I have to be honest, I really, really do wish that the version of Jack that we're getting with season 5's ending is the version that Gandhi had started with from day one, because, again, obviously the first 4 seasons are beautifully well done, and that's why Samurai Jack is one of the most well-known kind of cult gems that Cartoon Network has in their catalog of old material. But for me, this is just a personal opinion. If Gandhi had tried to go with something a bit more heavy and, I don't want to say as bloody as they're going now, but more story oriented instead of just being episodic. I think that the first 4 seasons of Samurai Jack would have been just as good in a lot of ways, and if not even better than the original 4 masterpieces of seasons that we have now. But I am very happy that Gandhi and the rest of the team are sort of ready and willing to let Jack go, but also to let old fans and new fans see him in a new light. And obviously that light is him sort of losing it a little bit, because I actually didn't know this. I just thought Jack never aged because he went crazy so much. And while that is true, from another interview that they did recently, apparently in this final season, Jack has become immortal, so he can't die, therefore he cannot age. And I guess that's another reason why he's kind of said F it, for a lack of a better term, because he hasn't been able to go home, and even if he couldn't age with his parents. He couldn't kill himself or die to join them after they've gone on. So again, another reason why Jack can't age is because supposedly he's become immortal. My guess would be from coming across something in the forest or cities throughout Aku's world. And this is perhaps the most important thing I wanted to say here. Now, as we all know, most of the original crew of Samurai Jack is back to work on this final season, but obviously one key member of the Samurai Jack family will not, unfortunately, be able to see this or had been able to lend his voice to the franchise one more time. And of course, I'm speaking of the late genius Mako that gave Aku his menacing evil voice for the first 4 seasons of Samurai Jack, and obviously for the first 2.5 seasons of Avatar: The Last Airbender. But unfortunately, as we all know, Mako died in 2006. So sadly, he will not be able to lend his genius vocals to Aku anymore. But luckily, they got the same guy that took over from Mako as Iroh in Avatar to take over for him and Aku. But in this case, since I and people know that the original genius behind the voice isn't there, even though Greg Baldwin nailed Iroh in the final season of Avatar, and the parts of season 2 that weren't finished when Mako died, it's still going to be a little odd, at least in my view, when we finally do get to see Aku. And if you guys have heard Greg as Iroh, then you'll know that you don't even know that it's a different guy doing it. But I guess my overall point, if you guys don't watch this for any other reason, watch it just to honor the genius that was Mongo, and for lack of a better word, do it as a thank you for the 4 years that he was able to voice Haku. And I think that's a lot of the reasons why Gandhi and the rest of the team have decided to do this, not only for themselves, but to honor Mongo as well. So, I guess that's all I wanted to say, guys. Again, Samurai Jack is back tomorrow, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Adult Swim. So enjoy, and welcome back, Jack, and rest in peace, Mongo.